Hello everyone, welcome to my class. I am Muhammad Asim, English teacher at Shubhra Singh Children Academy. Today I am going to teach the subject of class 6 and the sub-subject that I have chosen is English grammar. And I am going to teach you the chapter. The name of the chapter is Subject Verb Agreement and the topic is basic rules. It means we are going to study the basic rules of subject verb agreement. Now come to the first rule. The first rule is a singular subject takes a singular verb, whereas a plural subject takes a plural verb. For example, the girls are dancing. Here in this example, we see that the subject is plural, the girls. And in this rule, it is said that if the subject is plural, the verb will also be plural. So, the subject, the girls, is plural. That's why the verb will also be plural. So, the girls are dancing. Now come to the second example. The second example is my sister is tall. We see that the subject my sister is singular subject and it is said in the rule that if the subject is singular we will use a singular verb. So my sister, the subject is singular, that's why we will use a singular verb. So it is said that my sister is tall. Now come to the next rule, rule number 2. In rule number 2, it is said that when two subjects are connected with either are or neither are, the verb agrees with the subject nearest to it. If the two subjects are connected with either are or neither are, the verb agrees with the subject that is nearest to it. It means that is nearest to or nor. For example, neither Mohan nor his sister is going to attend the party. Neither Mohan nor his sister is going to attend the party. We see that here the words neither nor are used. So we have to see the subject which is nearest to nor and we will use the verb according to that subject. We see here two subjects. One subject is Mohan and the other subject is his sister. We will left this subject. We don't see this subject. We will see the subject which is nearest to this word, nor or are. This subject is singular. That's why we will use a singular verb. If this subject will be plural, we will use a plural verb. Come to the third video. Now come to the third point. The third rule is when two singular subjects are joined by and when two singular subjects are joined by and they take a plural verb. For example, Madan and Mohan. Madan is also singular, Mohan is also singular. But they are joined, Madan is singular, Mohan is singular, but they are joined by and, that's why we will use a plural verb. Now come to the rule number 4. Rule number 4 is if the sentence begins with each, either, neither, everyone, one of the and nobody, like these words. So the verb used is singular. If any sentence begins with these words, the verb is used is singular. For example, everything. In the beginning of the sentence, the word is used everything. Because of this everything, we will use a singular subject. Everything that glitters is not gold. It seems that the subject is plural, but it is the singular subject. Now come to the second example. The second example is either of the buses is comfortable to travel. The sentence is started with either. That's why we will use a singular subject. Although it seems that buses are plural, so we should use plural verb, but we have to see if the sentence is started with these words either, each, neither, every, everyone, one of the, nobody, etc. If these words are used in the beginning of the sentence, we will use a singular subject. Now the next rule is when the sentence begins with there, the subject is placed after the verb. Whenever a subject is started, it begins with there, we use the subject after the verb. And we have to see if the subject is singular or plural. If the subject is singular, we will use a singular verb. And if the subject is plural, we will use a plural verb. See the example. There. The sentence is started with there. There are plenty of players. Subject is plural. Plenty of players. The subject is plural. That's why we will use a plural verb. Now come to the next example. The next example, it is also started with there. It means the subject would be after the verb. So the subject is chance. Chance is singular. That's why we will use a singular subject. There is no chance to. The next topic, the next rule is sometimes the subject is separated from the verb by word or words like as well as, besides, together, altogether, along with. These words are not the part of a subject. These words and phrases are not a part of the subject, so ignore them. And if the subject is singular, you use a singular verb. And if the subject is plural, you use a plural verb. For example, the bag with all its contents was washed. The bag is the main subject in this sentence. With all its contents is not the part of the subject. That's why don't think about these words in the sentence and use the verb according to this subject. The subject, the bag, is singular, so we will use a singular verb. Like that, see the second example. In the second example, Raman as well as Neha is present in the class. Raman is the main subject and as well as Neha is included in this sentence, but this is not the part of a subject. That's why we will not see this part of the sentence to use the verb. So our main subject is Raman. Raman is singular. That's why we will use a singular verb. Now come to the next rule, rule number 7. The expressions many, a few, several and both take a plural verb. If these expressions are used in any sentence, we will use a plural verb. For example, many students are properly dressed. In this sentence, we see the word many. That's why we will use a plural verb. Now come to the second example. Both the monitors are absent. In this sentence we see the word both is used. That's why both is used for subject. That's why we will use a plural verb. Come to the next point, next rule. The next rule is the expressions much and a little take a singular subject. The expression much and a little take a singular verb. If in a sentence there is used much or a little subject, a singular verb. For example, much of work is done. In this sentence we see that here is the word much. Because of this much it is used as subject. Because of this much we will use a singular verb. Much work is done. Now come to the next example, that is a little stress is manageable. A little stress, the word is used a little at the subject place, so we will use a singular verb. A little stress is manageable. Next rule is we think of an amount of money, a period of time, a specific distance or weight as one thing. We think of an amount of money, a period of time, a specific distance or weight as one thing. So the verb used with it is singular. For example, 20 kilos is heavy to lift. Kilos suggests us that it is a plural subject. But because of this 20, we use a singular verb. As it is said that an amount of money, a period of time, a specific distance or weight, if these kinds of things are used, we will use a singular verb. Now come to the second example. The second example is 2 years is the time given to you. Years suggests us that the subject is plural, but we add the digit 2. Because of this digit 2, the subject is singular and we will use a singular verb. As it seems that the subject is plural, but actually the subject is singular because of the use of these digits. Now come to the next rule, and this is the last rule in this chapter, in this topic. So when the subject is in plural form but it represents a singular noun, the subject is in plural form but it represents a singular noun, so the verb used is a singular verb. The verb used is in the singular form. For example, mathematics requires practice. Mathematics, it seems that this is a singular, this is a plural subject, but mathematics is only one subject, is only one thing. That's why we will use a singular subject, requires. We don't use require with mathematics. We don't use require plural verb with economics. We don't use plural verb with these kinds of subjects. Now come to the next example. Gulliver's Travels is an interesting book. Gulliver's Travels. The word suggests us that it is in plural form, but it is used as a singular subject because Gulliver's Travels is only one book and it tells us the idea of only a singular thing, only one thing. That's why the verb used in this sentence is a singular verb. So Gulliver's Travels is an interesting book. We will use singular verb in these kinds of sentences. Now my class is over for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.